So if you're a particularly keen Dreams Demos viewer, you might have realized we make music here. And you're correct. That's good. That's right. We do. The thing is, my music isn't very useful to you, and I want to really provide value with this channel. I want to make something that helps you, and so I thought, how can I spin this around and make it give value to people and make it sort of for someone who's across the world who doesn't know about me. How can I make this valuable for them? And I thought, easiest way is just to talk about how I make music, because a lot of people want to make music, and a lot of people are very interested in how you get there, because to them it's all a mystery. It's all black box. And so I want to unveil that black box, at least the black box behind Dreams Demos and behind my music, so you can see what sort of process I take behind it, how it ends up becoming the final product, and how you can apply that yourself and make your own music. So let me take you inside and we'll go do that. So we're back inside, and I'm going to show you what's behind Golden. The first song we did with Dreams Demos with Arthur and Bucho. And I'm going to try to go through this more or less, showcasing to you how the process was, pretty much. So we started with me playing this guitar riff out. It's a bit low. Here we go. Let's do a bit of analysis. So this guitar riff, these effects mainly. So what I was going to say is this guitar part, the main sort of effect you can hear on it is this chorus vibrato kind of effect, and that's what really makes this guitar part. It sounds stupid when I do it, but that is what it sounds like. And so that is the basis of the whole song, is this little guitar line here. So then after that we added, I think I went directly to drums, because that's usually what my workflow is I'll have one melody or so, then I'll go into drums, and then I'll build the rest of the track out of that. And so this would be the next drums. And you can see they're very much based off of, let me mute Arthur here. Let me mute everything that we haven't really revealed yet, so you guys can hear this as we made it. That's the only thing we really want right now. Drums and guitar, cool. So you can hear these drums. They're very much based off of very ambient, very Foley style. It's like, I have two kicks here. Very empty kicks, they just sort of boom in the background. Then we have these Foley all in the foreground that kind of does most of the carrying of the drums. And you can hear right here what that is. So all these kind of little sounds, I just add a little bit and make up the drum set in the end, because there's not much more on that part on the snares, which you just heard. So from here, I believe where we went is probably directly into this little bass. So I went from an acoustic bass first, later into 808 bass, as you can see here. From the Oshi sound pack on Splice. If you manage to have Splice, then you can get the same sound. So you can hear that intro bass in the beginning. And then here, you can hear the 808. Might need to wear headphones for this one. I'm not sure if it will pull through on your default iPhone. But yeah, so this is the main makeup of the song is these three elements. You have the little drum and Foley, kick and Foley pretty much. You have the guitar and you have the bass. And that makes up the majority of what the song sounds like. So as for the keys, you have the main keys that we implemented first, which I just sort of play around, I kind of put on a keyboard, put on another keyboard, I play, this sounds good, this doesn't sound good. And so here you have what we ended up with. So you have this really damaged, crushed key sound all throughout the intro and the verses. And then here is for the chorus. You can hear these three keyboards that we have. So these are much more traditional sort of analog keyboards. And you can tell these are all made with a Stage 73 or an imitation of a Rhodes. And the same, I believe, for this one. Okay, yeah. There should still be some kind of Rhodes, yeah. I like to use Rhodes a lot in my keys. You may notice if you listen to me. And we have these here, which are some final sort of 80s, very chromy, very shiny keys that I add here in the end to just make it feel like home, make it feel like you're coming to an end, you know? So we put all this together for the ending we already have, or just even for the chorus, we have this. And then for the ending, already with all these extra shiny keys, we have this. And, forgot to mention as well, the bass in the ending gains a couple layers. So throughout, I put this underneath every now and then, which is a sort of deeper, heavier bass to sort of highlight the power of this main 808. And then at the very end of the song, I also put this final sub, which just serves to give it a lot of power, a lot of kick in the low end. And you might not even be able to hear that if you're not on a sort of above standard set of headphones. I'm not sure how low these headphones go, but this is about 30 hertz and below bass. I think it should be fine on any set of earbuds or anything. Should be able to tell the difference. But you can hear that deep bass. We also have some additional keys, you know, now that we're off the topic of the bass that I had forgotten about. There's some last keys that are sort of floating above the rest of them. They have a bit more importance, and so we have them here. And so this one just plays a little. Just to give it a bit of, you know, detail, a bit of something going on. And the same with this one, just sort of brings like a wave feeling, you know. You'll see, it comes like a wave. And so this is what helps gives this sort of nostalgia vibe and changes the song from just being a beat into being this golden. And so finally, we have the guitars in golden beyond the first one, which are a sort of plucky guitar that plays throughout. So we have this. Repetitive, but you barely notice it, so it's nice. And then throughout the verse, you just have kind of little smooth. And so there, pretty much we have everything we want, except a couple things. So we have, I think one of the most important tools of a producer is the effects, which, as I highlighted, this isn't my best work, so there isn't many of them. But these kind of little risers and things, they sort of add a lot, especially when you have a vocal on top of them. and they just bring that tension and make the chorus feel like it should be coming in. You know, it brings that sense of I need something else to come right now. And so you resolve that by bringing in the chorus, and it just feels natural. So here we have the same concept before a chorus, but the riser. Almost mind-blowing how transcendental these concepts are. Far ahead of their time, putting riser before chorus. And so of course, what you do is you take the same riser, you flip it upside down. Well, not upside down, sort of right side left, left side right. In time, and you make it reversed, and so you get this crash sound that is very correlated with this riser sound. And it feels like it's right. Yeah. And this helps to even bring home more of the point that you are in the chorus, and this is epic. Really helps to highlight that. So the other thing you may have noticed, if you have very keen ears, is the vocoder, which I just added in. And so this is based off of horn. Alright. Apologies for the technical difficulties, apologies for this vocoder. Whoa, no. We're back on vocoder, no apologies for the vocoder. But yes, this is another cool part. I think a lot of people who notice this detail highlighted it, and they were like, wow, this is really cool. Just, it's nice. Thank you. Very simple as well. But it can add a lot, as you see. And so, with all of this, and the guitar solo, which has just come in, which is the last remaining guitar and anything in this track, we have the entire track here. So this is what this entire track sounds like without the vocals on top of it. Unless you count a whistle as not a vocal, on which it would be. But the purely instrumental side of this is this.